Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to show you how to draw SpongeBob SquarePants using these easy, simple steps. So you'll want a pencil, sharpener, eraser, and some micron pens. Although I use the size 10 just to get all the general outlining done quickly and efficiently. So let's begin. So you'll want to start off with a very simple box shape, or a square shape in this case. Now I'm left-handed, as you've seen from my previous drawing videos, so it's a little awkward for me, and I don't have enough room on my desk right now, so this is what we're going to work with. So you'll just want to make a full box shape, add that second line, and then bring it all together. Next you'll want to add some more lines at the bottom to indicate where his pants will go, because you can't have SpongeBob without square pants, right? Alright, then you'll just connect those lines together. And then next up, you'll want to create an indication of where the face will be. After you do another outline, then you'll just go straight down the center. That way you can give yourself a guide for when you draw the eyes, right here. So you want two big circles. You can make them as big or as small as you want. Doesn't matter. This is your artwork. And I'm just showing you the basics. If you want to make him excited about making Krabby Patties, go ahead. If you want to make him sad because Mr. Krabs took away his money, then you can do that too. Although, I think SpongeBob has more enjoyable hobbies like jellyfishing and hanging out with Patrick over money. So then you'll want to create the nose. Make sure it goes over the second eye, so that way it kind of gives that dimension like he's looking towards us. Pretty simple stuff, right? Then you'll want to draw the irises and the pupils. It's always fun drawing SpongeBob. I end up doodling him every now and then, and it's still a learning process for me. So I just wanted to share an actual video of me drawing SpongeBob for you guys, because he's honestly one of the funnest characters to draw. So yeah. Then you'll want to draw the mouth, or at least the beginning of the mouth, and then the cheek, where over his eye. Then you'll draw the three little dimples or freckles that are inside that cheek. And then I just go ahead and outline the eyes, because sometimes in a sketch it's really good to indicate where you want your finished lines to go. So I just kind of make it to where the eyes connect well with everything else, and so it's not so alienated from the initial rough sketch. So when that's done, I decide, okay, what do I want to do next with the mouth? I want to make him smiling, of course, because that's always a huge part of SpongeBob. He's always smiling, always happy, ready for adventure. And then just kind of darken the line there. And then I add his little eyelashes, or at least the lines that will indicate where they go. And then I just kind of fill them in eventually. So you'll want 3 eyelashes per eye. And then I do the holes. Now, the fun thing about SpongeBob's holes on his face, they're the opposite of each other, and they're kind of diagonal, so you can see some of the differences in the holes, and that's always fun to kind of figure out. And then, of course, we're going to add his iconic buck teeth, just little simple square shapes. Yeah, that's SpongeBob right there. He's pretty happy. And then I'm going to have him be really happy by opening up his mouth to create a wide smile. Then you'll want to draw a line to connect that. And then I like to draw the little tongue, like a little tiny arch shape. And then the little bottom lip thing that he has. And then just some additional holes over here just to fill in the sponge aesthetic. Then I draw a little V shape here and here. This is for the collar for his shirt. And then I start doing the tie. Now I did notice that the bottom of his pants are a little too short, so I end up extending it so that way the tie doesn't go too far over his pants. So we're just going to do that real quick. And there we have it. Very simple, very easy fix. Everyone can do this. So then you'll want to divide the pants with the shirt by drawing that oh-so-famous line. And then you'll want to do some of the belt implications. So there's about 4 of them. So you'll just do little rectangles, one under his tie, and then one on the far right. Simple stuff, guys. And you can fill them in later if you want. Whatever you'd like to do. So there's SpongeBob, the base body. Now we're going to do the arms and the legs. Now, one thing about my art is that sometimes I like to kind of go all over the place, so you'll definitely see that here. And that's just how I've always been. Every character I've ever drawn, I don't consistently go from like top to bottom or anything. Kind of like with my Danny Phantom video, I kind of just like jump straight to his hands and his arms, or I go for his ghost tail. Yeah, those things happen. So here I'm just drawing the arms, and then I start doing some of the sponge ridges, so that way I can get them to look a little less rigid and sharp. And usually for the big parts, it's about 4 bumps, and for the smaller areas, it's about 2 bumps. Now, when I draw SpongeBob, when you get to the pants part, I don't draw the ridges, because I feel like it just all connects, so it's like he's actually wearing the pants, if that makes any sense. So here you can kind of see I just stop before I get to the bottom line, and then yeah, you can definitely see. So there's the 2 lines right there, and then 1, 2, and then 3 behind. So pretty easy stuff here, and we're already seeing how good it looks. All right, so we're gonna just darken up this bottom line here just to further cement that this is the gap between the pants and the sponge. So then for the hands, I like to start with a little circle, and then I indicate where the fingers will go. So we'll start with the thumb, then we move on down with the curve, and we get the finger, index finger, middle finger, and pinky. So I always end up forgetting if SpongeBob has 4 or 5 fingers, so I always just stick with 4. It's the cartoon. I don't think too much about it. And then I think I want him to wave to the viewers as a way to say thank you for watching. So we're just going to give the indication that his elbow will bend as he's giving a wave of approval. So we have the ball hand again. Then we have the index finger, middle finger, and the pinky. And then of course we're going to add the thumb to finish off the hand. And usually for the palm, I end up drawing a little curve just to indicate that there's dimension to the hand too. So there are his arms. He's almost done. Just need his legs. So then you'll want to start with the little pant legs, or the pant leg shorts, I guess. I don't really know what to call them. But you just have 2 of them. Then you draw some lines, give them some thin legs, or I should say his sea legs. Then you'll draw a circle, and then you make little oblong shape. Do the same thing over here to create his little penny loafers. And then you draw the little nub at the bottom. And there's SpongeBob in the flesh, or I should say, on the paper. Starting to think that maybe he is Doodle Bob in disguise. But then, here we go with the inking process. I sped this part up because you guys can ink it however you want, but if you want to follow along, you can feel free to do the slow playback speed. Doesn't matter to me as long as you feel confident in what you can do. Very simple process, doesn't take a lot, but it kind of does at the same time, because for me personally, I don't ink a lot of my drawings. So like with Danny, I kind of tried to be steady. Of course, since the video quality sped up, it's a little bit harder to tell, but I'm trying to keep a super steady hand when I ink, because sometimes it doesn't matter where I am, whether it's with a tripod around or if I'm just by myself at my desk. I have to be super precise and careful when I do my inkings, because I always feel like I'm going to mess up at some point, but I try not to have that expectation. Also, yes, my dog is in here. He wanted to come in and say hi. He wanted to see what I was doing. It's a cute little guy. But, yeah. This turned out a lot better than I expected, and I think that's one thing that is really fun about art, is that you just don't realize until you finish, like, wow, this turned out a lot better. It's the sort of perfectionist expectation, but that's okay. we all have expectations set on ourselves, and it can be tricky sometimes, but that's what makes us human, and we're all just trying to figure it out. All right, so now I'm just going to quickly erase it once it's all dry, and then we can get to the coloring part and the final outline. So we're going to do the outline first, so that way we just have all the lines cemented. And there's my dog. There he goes. He's just chilling. I don't know what he's doing, but yes, he's just having a good time. Yeah, so just doing the outline here, finishing up the lines, kind of make it more bold and solid, as you can see. It's looking really, really good, very promising. And I like to fill in the lines if I don't get them to align too well. Just finishing up the sponge holes, kind of making them nice and noticeable. The same thing for eyelashes, any spots I missed. Then the mouth. Don't have to do a lot here, just kind of like little tiny updates to the line work. There goes my dog again. Yeah, he'll come in a couple times. It's really cute. So yeah, just doing that. I like to add a little line for the fingers too, just to kind of help them feel a little bit more, organized. Then I just do the tie here, and then I end up darkening the belt, so that way we can tell where it is and what it's supposed to do. And it's really easy stuff. I was kind of worried I was going to run out of ink because I've had these pens for a while, but it ended up working out okay. So yes, guys, like with my Danny Phantom video, I just like to give you some words of encouragement. You can do this. You can make SpongeBob however you want. You can make him happy, sad, upset, maybe not waving, maybe have a spatula in his hand, maybe he's working at the Krusty Krab. Whatever you want. Or jellyfishing. Or driving a boat. But anyways, this is your world, this is your art. Make it the way you want it. This is just a video to help you if you want a basic drawing of SpongeBob, or just kind of like a guide to help you draw even more amazing stuff, because I know you all can do this and I believe in you. And to finish off the shading, we're just going to do the mouth, the tongue, and the SquarePants, so that way you can kind of tell what is supposed to be dark and what isn't. And it just looks better than inking it all, because then it would just be one same tone and it just wouldn't look that good. And then I actually gave SpongeBob a little highlight in his eye, just to give him a little bit more character and a little bit more life. So that is pretty much it, guys. Added the shadow, and then I signed the drawing. So I just want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully this guide helped you draw even better than before. So thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Give me some feedback, like the video, share it with some friends, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.